Hey Stampers, welcome to Brandy's Cards. I hope you're doing good and I hope you're having a Dinorific day. I'm excited that you've joined me today. I have a fun project using the Dinoroar suite out of the Stampin' Up! Catalog. So here's our catalog. I'm going to go ahead and show you the Dinorific suite. It is absolutely adorable and I'm excited to highlight it for you here today. So if you turn to page, let's see, page 99 of your annual catalog. And so this is the 2019-2020 annual catalog. And right now this is offered as a bundle. So it's absolutely adorable. And you'll see Stampin' Up! Is already got lots of great samples and ideas in here. But I'm excited to show you the 11 cards and dies. I made 11 cards out of one stamp set in the dies. And I'm excited to show them all to you today. And so here you go. Here is the Dino Days stamp set. I have it right here. So it's absolutely adorable. There's some fun little dinos in there. And then you'll see we have our Dino dies that actually cut everything out beautifully. And of course you have a little egg. There's a saying in here that says, "Look who's hatched." Super cute. And I'll show you how I used that on some of my cards too. Now the Dinoroar suite also has the designer series paper. It's absolutely beautiful. And so I'm going to show you this 12 by 12 DSP. It is just, sometimes the catalog does not highlight it as well as it really is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. And you've got some small dinos and you can kind of see the different designs, and then flip it on over and you'll see on the other side there are some coordinating designs, right? So you've got some fun backgrounds here. So I just really liked that. So that's the Dinoroar Designer Series paper. Now in this suite, we also have the coordinating elements here. They're the Dinoroar enamel shapes. And I don't have a whole lot of those left. I have been using those like crazy. They're really pretty, these enamel shapes. And then the ribbon, the denim ribbon, is also pretty cool. So here you can see the ribbon. Now I didn't have any ribbon when I was creating these cards, and so I was like, okay, I have got to buy the ribbon. And by the time it came, I was done. So I'm excited to use this on one of the other cards. But if you turn to page 99 in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, you'll see how nicely it coordinates and how they used it on their projects. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close my catalog, and I think we're ready to get started. And then I'm going to show you, if you stick with me, I'm going to show you all of the cards that I created using this set. But first, why don't you see dinosaurs at Easter? Because they're extinct. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My kids come up with these funny jokes. And so I just thought it was kind of fun to share with you guys too. So what do you get when you cross a pig with a dinosaur? You get Jurassic pork. So anyway, I just thought I'd have a little fun and share a couple of jokes with y'all today. All right, so what I have here, this is pretty Peacock ink pad. And then, like I said, I've just got the Dinoroar stamp set and the dies. So that is all I have with me today. I do have my Whisper White cardstock and some Flirty Flamingo. We're going to go ahead and get started. And I am going to fold my cardstock in half. All right. And so if you're new to my channel and you're like, oh my gosh, where are the sizes and the dimensions? Please don't worry, just pop on over to brandyscards.com, and there you can type in the Dinoroar suite or the Dino Days stamp set or the word dinosaur in the search bar, and this project will come up and you will have a PDF tutorial that you can download, and of course written details as well. And also, if you click on videos in the search or in the navigational bar, you'll also get all of my videos. And of course, if all else fails, email me and I'll be happy to send those to you, okay? All right, so here is my piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock, and I'm just gonna center and adhere that right to the top of my card base. Pretty easy, not too difficult. Now I've pre-cut my designer series paper, my Dino Days, and I love this pink pattern. Pink is one of my favorite colors, and so I just was excited to use this. It reminds me, honestly, of kind of Valentine's. That's sort of what it reminds me of. I really like it a lot. Okay, so now I have just a small piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead. I have the sentiment that I'm going to use today is "You're Rawrsome." So here, let's have a close-up look of the card. I don't think I actually showed you that. So this, you can see we've already done the Flirty Flamingo, and we've got our DSP, and now we're going to go ahead and do our Whisper White piece up here. And I'm going to show you how I did that dinosaur too. He's super cute. All right, so "You're Rawrsome." I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that right here on the bottom right corner. Perfect. All right, so now there's a couple different things that you can do. If you look at the Dino Day stamp set, you actually have this, this raptor in there, and you can use the dies and die cut it out. So you can stamp it in any color that you want and die cut it out. One of the other nice things about the way that our products coordinate is here in our designer series paper, there is one piece, actually there's two, because there's two of each design, but this piece has, let me show you, it has the raptors in it. So what I did is I actually just cut my raptor, I just cut around him. Now again, you could certainly stamp him, so if you don't have the dies, you could stamp him and cut him out. But if, you can stamp him, cut him out if you don't have the dies or the DSP. But if you have it, he's really, really cute. I loved the blue and I loved his little wings and how they were highlighted. So here is my die. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up on top of my raptor. And I've got some old washi tape that I just don't use very often. And so I'm going to use that washi tape to perfectly line up my dinosaur and just use the tape to kind of hold it all down and into place, okay? You see that right there? Perfect. Now I'm going to make my sandwich and I'm going to run it through. It'll sound like some bones cracking. And then we will be all set. Now remember, we are cutting out the image from the designer series paper. So when you pull it all up, you can see he is adorable and he is cut out perfectly. I love that. I just think that is so cool. So cool and super easy. So you don't have to fussy cut with those. So that's nice. All right. So here you go. We have our little dinosaur. And you can use either a mini glue dot, you could put some Stampin' Dimensionals behind his wing, but really all I did is I just put a little bit of liquid adhesive. You could even use, some mini glue dots and just put those right behind him. Now I'm going to reach back here because my Stampin' Dimensionals, I don't have them with me right now. I see that I forgot them, so I'm just going to grab a pack of Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to open them up. I'm sorry for the noise. I apologize. And I'm going to grab a pack right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put one behind his wing. There we go. I wasn't going to. I don't think I did in my last card because I kind of liked his wings free. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do it since I have them right here. Perfect. See? And so it kind of gives it that 3D effect, which I thought was adorable. Now we're going to flip it over and we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And we're going to pop him up. We like to do that. And so we're going to pop him up. And then we're going to flip it over and just center it right in the middle of our DSP. All right, so we're almost done. I do have some rhinestones. These are just our basic jewels. You can use these or you can use any type of embellishment that you have. And I just liked a little bit of something, so I just put one right here on the left-hand corner. But of course, you could put it wherever you would like, or maybe you don't want an embellishment. That's fine too. So you can play with that and have some fun. And I had a strip left over and I thought, what could I do to the inside to kind of dress that up a little bit more? And I thought, why don't we go ahead and just put a little bit of adhesive and use this strip to open our card and align it right along the bottom. And so that really is nice because that coordinates beautifully. So you can see when you open up your card, you have that at the bottom. And then what I did is I die cut this little guy out too, the little dinosaur. And I thought, you know, he might look kind of fun on the inside to welcome you when you open up the card. So you could stamp a sentiment in there if you wanted to, or you could write a sentiment. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some dimensionals behind him, and I'm gonna stick him down right here, like he is excited that you opened the card. Just like that. So you're Rawrsome, and then there's a dinosaur on the inside. So that is one of the fun cards that I created using the Dinoroar suite, Dino Days stamp set. So I just thought it was fun. And now I'm excited to show you several of the other cards that I created too. So before I do so though, I'm gonna open up my catalog to page 99. And I'm gonna show you kind of how I got my mojo going. Because at first I'm like, how am I gonna come up with like a bunch of cards? And you know, sometimes you just can't get that mojo going, and it's like, okay, how am I gonna kind of get going with inspiration? So I always turn to my Stampin' Up! Catalog. So on page 99, you will see the suite and a bunch of samples. This sample right here in the bottom corner on the page 99, I loved it. Look who's hatched. That egg is absolutely adorable. And so I thought, you know, that's where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start by casing, copy and share everything, casing a sample out of the catalog. So here you go. This was the card that I cased. And my card's a little bit different, and that's the beauty of Stampin' Up! Products and creating, is there's no, you know, right or wrong way to do it. And so you can see my little dino, he's Mango Melody, and there's his Pool Party. There's some vellum back here. I used Pool Party and sort of sponged it to kind of give it some, you know, some texture. And it looks like they stamped on the Pool Party cardstock, and I stamped on Whisper White. It looks like they added some of your denim, your, what's it called, the denim ribbon, and they frayed it. And they were able to kind of pull the string and fray it, and that's all the little wispies underneath here. So that's just a lot of fun. So that's where I started. And then once I got going, it just went crazy from there. So over here on page 98, you'll see that this card is a Valentine card. And so I really liked that one too. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to case that one too and see where it takes me. And so here is the card that I created. You know, it's different than this one, but I started to think about the pinks and the hearts and I love you this much. I just thought it was adorable for Valentine's Day. So here is the card that I designed. Now, if you're wondering where these lovely hearts come in, I'm excited to show you. They are here in the back of our catalog, and they are featured in the dies, and they are called, I believe, Stitched Be Mine. There you go, right there. Stitched Be Mine. And you can see there's different shapes of hearts. And right here, as you're looking at this card, do you see these hearts in here? Oh, I just love those. And that is this die right here. So I just used 2 or 3 dies, and then of course this heart die here to make this background border. So I just thought that was so much fun, and just kind of another fun way to use the Dino Days. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my catalog, and I'm gonna bring over some cards and show you guys a few more. All right, so here is another one. This one is fun. This says, thanks for being a Friendosaurus, which I thought was super cute. I liked how the colors all just sort of went well together on this one, with your pretty peacock and the old olive. Just was really nice. And so that one was fun. This is the Designer Series paper, and this was one that I stamped. So I actually used the stamp set and cut him out. So that was that one. Oh, I just love this one too. Okay, so I'm gonna put these aside. This one I thought was super fun. This is Look Who's Hatched, And I used the dinosaur out of the designer series paper on this one, but I used this, like, I don't know if those are like little eggs or ovals, or I kind of called them ovals, but I used that guy to cut out some ovals out of my cardstock. And then I used the stamp ovals out of the stamp set, and I did some in Pool Party, and I did them in the Pretty Peacock. So it was really fun. And then I added some cardstock behind them to kind of fill them in. And I just thought that was a fun way to celebrate baby. And of course, I had to do one for a little girl too. So here's the little pink one as well. This one would be Flirty, Flamingo, and Lovely Lipstick. So I just thought that was fun. And again, this guy, this dinosaur, is out of the designer series paper. But of course, you know, you could stamp it and do it that way too. All right, so this one I thought was kind of fun. Now this one, it takes a little bit more time and effort, but I used kind of like the scales die in here, and I literally just went through and ran it through several times to kind of get the scaly effect in the background. And I just thought it was a fun card, just something different. You know, you certainly don't have to do that. You could leave it blank and it would just be an adorable card too. But again, I was trying to show you some fun ways that you can use the dies. All right, this one is pretty cool. I love you this much. And so this one also highlights some of the designer series paper. And I took the Dino element, the shapes, the enamel shapes. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard, but I stuck them on the triangles. They fit perfectly. And so you can feel them on the card, and they're bright, they're kind of shiny, so it's pretty neat. I really liked that one. This one here is Thank You for Being a Friendosaurus again. So we have that one. And this is pretty cool. So on this one, I took those little ovals and I die cut 3. So I had to run it 3 times through the Big Shot to get these. And I did not put any paper behind it. And then here's your Dinoroar designer series paper. And then I die cut out a dinosaur. And I just thought that was super fun. It was just another kind of neat layout, a neat way to kind of show him off. I did add a decorative bow over here with the twine as well. Just wrapped it through the ovals. So that was kind of a fun way to use him. All right, so this guy, he loves you this much too. I thought he was fun. I did die cut him out of the designer series paper, and then I actually stamped the little circles on his belly. So I was trying to kind of play with both. I stamped the background on this one using the stamps in the stamp set, and then added some of the element shapes on there to kind of give it some fun, right? All right, so I think this one is one of my favorites because it's just bright and it celebrates birthdays, and it's just happy, and it's got a crazy background, so I really liked that. So Let's Celebrate You. This one uses the balloon punch, and you can the balloon, is it the balloon bouquet? Let's see, let me find out the exact name of that, because it's, yeah, balloon bouquet. You got it. It's got the 2 balloons in here. Let me show you. This one right here. Yeah. So pretty cool. So that is what I used for my balloons. And I cut out 3. And then I did a piece of twine to kind of, so he was holding his balloons. And Let's Celebrate You. And I believe I did pull that from another stamp set, and I do have it on the PDF tutorial for you. And then when you open it up, I put Happy Birthday. I used some of the leftover designer series paper to kind of put along the bottom, as well as I die cut another dinosaur to kind of accent it. So that was another fun way to use this stamp set. So as you can see, I have 11 fun cards here for you, and I also have all of the PDFs written. So if there is 1, 2, 3, 4, if you want to download them all, it doesn't matter. You are welcome to, and put them in a binder so that you can go back and make some of these cards, and you can also use them to kind of get your creative juices flowing. That's what I like, just to kind of get myself started, right? And so use them as a creative, like an idea book. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please let me know. I'd love to send you a complimentary catalog and the opportunity to earn your business. All right? So thank you for stopping by. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everybody.